Hi everyone, do you remember when we talked about the biggest pronunciation difficulties for different linguistic groups? That video was a success, so today I'm bringing you part 2. We are going to explore 5 more linguistic groups and understand why English can be so tricky for them. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about Hindi speakers. One major difference is sentence organization. While English follows the subject-verb-object (SVO) structure, Hindi typically uses subject-object-verb (COV). Beyond grammar, they often struggle with articles like a, and de because Hindi doesn't have them. In terms of phonetics, the letters V and W are often confusing because they can represent the same sound in Hindi. Also, shifting from the Devanagari script to the Latin alphabet is a significant mental leap. Mandarin speakers face a unique challenge with final consonants. Words like most, card, or mask are hard because in Mandarin most syllables end in a vowel sound or the nasal N and NG sound. Because of this linguistic automation, speakers might cut the final consonants or accidentally add a vowel sound at the end.
And of course, the TH sound is a classical villain here,
often being replaced by an S or Z sound. Lastly, Mandarin is a tonal language, meaning the pitch of your voice changes the meaning of the words, a concept that doesn't exist in English. For Japanese speakers, the most famous struggle is the distinction between L and R. In Japanese, there is a single phoneme that sits right between these two sounds, so the brain processes them as the same thing. Another interesting point is the vowel addition, because the Japanese written systems like Katakana are syllabic. They tend to add an O or U to words ending consonants. For example, card might sound like carudo. Also, moving from kanji and kana to English letters requires a lot of practice. Russian speakers also face the challenge of a different alphabet, the Cyrillic script. Like Hindi speakers, they don't have the article in their native language, which makes the and a feel very unnatural at first. Grammatically, Russian doesn't have a direct equivalent to the present perfect, so distinguishing between I did and I have done is a common wall. Phonetically, they tend to devoice consonants at the end of words, of turning a G sound into a T sound when it's at the very end. Finally, we have Vietnamese speakers. Like Mandarin, Vietnamese is a highly tonal language. Even though they use the Latin alphabet, it has been adapted with 29 characters and many diacritics, and it lacks the letters F, J, W, and Z. Final consonants in Vietnamese are very short and often unreleased, which leads speakers to swallow or cut the final sounds of English words, making them hard to distinguish. So, what are the solutions? The most important tool for everyone is auditory perception training. You must be able to hear and identify the sound before you can reproduce it. Listen, analyze, and then speak. Mandarin and Vietnamese focus on stop consonants, practicing touching the roof of your mouth with your tongue and holding the air for words like goat or dog. Japanese work on tongue flexibility. For L, the tongue touches the back of the upper teeth. For R, the tongue curves back without touching anything. Hint: to differentiate V and W. Remember, V is like a vibration F, teeth on lip, while W requires your lips to form a kiss shape. Russian read consistently to internalize the rhythm of articles. Exposure is the only way to make the and a feel natural. No matter where you are from, pronunciation is a muscle that can be trained. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button. and tell me in the comments what's your first language and what's your biggest struggle in English. See you in the next video.